Hey members, this is Crystal B. And first and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much for your membership. I really appreciate all your support. And I wanted to make some new video for you this month. And I want to start with talking about the Virgo new moon, actually the Virgo Cazimi new moon, which means there's a little bit more opportunity in this one than in some of the other ones. Now, get ready because I have a lot to say. I want to, since this is for my members, I want to give you a little bit more extra detail, so kind of cozy up and I want to kind of lay out. I usually do this with my words, but I want to kind of, set the scene for you and what I see in this new moon, and you can relate it to how you think it might be affecting your life. Now, I don't know how much you know about the sign of Virgo, but Virgo is, it's actually a pretty sensitive sign. It's very practical and it's very, notices the details, but it's very sensitive and it's very much connected to the body. And I don't know if a lot of people don't really realize that. But it's very important when we do have a new moon or when we're in Virgo season to really connect to our bodies and to, kind of listen to what it might be telling us and to, kind of just make sure you're getting your checkups and really trying to center yourself because Virgo is an energy that if you don't take care of your body, then sickness can come. And there's been a lot of stress factors around so many of us lately that it's important to just kind of check in and see if what your body might be saying to you. The other thing is that the Virgo energy is really great for cleaning up. I always like to think of a little Miss Cleanup that's coming in with her broom and her mop. And if you are feeling like there's a lot of chaos that has surrounded you, this new moon can really be a catalyst to helping you clean things up and find a little bit more order to everything. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, when is this new moon? It actually is taking place on September 9th, 2018. And the exact time, I'm just going to take a look at my ephemeris. The exact time is going to be 2:01 p.m. on the East Coast in the United States and 11:01 a.m. on the West Coast in Pacific time. So it's really... That's when it peaks, but honestly, I always feel new moons a day prior. I don't know if you've been, kind of following your new moons or full moons, but I tend to feel them a day prior. So you may be starting to feel this energy, a day or two prior to the 9th. So just keep an eye out. And if you have some things to organize, you might want to use the days surrounding the 9th to really kind of get things in order. Now, when we look at the planetary players, because I always think about the players in these, in the moon cycle. And just so you know, I don't know if you realize, but a new moon is when the moon and the sun actually touch each other. So, having them touch each other, it's like they bang in, but they also create this, it's a darkness. It's actually, some people refer to a new moon as the black moon, because if you look up into the sky, you will not see anything because the moon and the sun have collided. So there's a darkness. But that darkness actually creates a burst of awareness, and it really can help us to set intentions, especially those relating to Virgo type themes, which are centering around our body, organizing the chaos, finding a new plan, and kind of getting in tune with how we can organize ourselves better, our bodies better, and anything that's been neglected that could need our attention, because Virgo notices the details. And if you notice any details cropping up, pay attention to them, because this Virgo energy wants you to say, what could that, maybe I need to look at this. So it's important that you are aware around this September 9th juncture. The other thing is that when I look at those planetary players, we have the new moon itself is actually being supported by Pluto, who is going to be moving direct in just a few weeks. On September 30th, Pluto goes direct. So Pluto is going to be kind of giving you some stamina to get done what you need to, and kind of helping you be a little bit more alpha, even if you aren't an alpha. Just kind of get your stance about you, get your confidence, and pay attention to that. So if you need a boost of confidence, this could actually really help you. There is also a grand trine, which is a really harmonious combination between Mercury, planet of communications, Saturn, the planet of endurance and achievement, and Uranus, the planet of change that is manifesting at the time of this new moon. So maybe some good news is coming into somebody's playing arena. Maybe somebody is getting ready to make take a trip, because Mercury likes to take us places. Maybe there's also some stability that's kind of grounding you down, because it's all happening in the earth signs. Stability and change that's around us. And there's a lot of change factors, especially, we've got Saturn that's creating change. We have Uranus that's creating change. Uranus is just newly entered the sign of Taurus in May, and that's creating a whole new 7-year cycle. So we've got change coming off of him. But the planets are aligning here to say change is okay. We got to do it, and we got to find our balance, and there might be some support to do that. Now, something that's really interesting when we really dive deep into the new moon picture is that we have Mars. And Mars is now moving direct, thank the good Lord. But he's now in the 29th degree of Aquarius. And the 29th degree, if you've read anything of what I've written through the years, is what I like to call Magic 29. And whenever we get to the 29th degree in any sign, we're creating a turning point. There's a turning point here. And Mars has actually been in this place, but because of his retrograde, he's now coming back into into this place. And at the same time that he's in this 29th degree, creating some sort of push to do something, there is a snafu, a battle that's going on with him and Uranus. I'm actually just looking at the new moon picture as I talk to you. So some of us might need some courage to get through this. Some of us might step outside the bounds and really kind of leap into something that is out of the ordinary, which is very unlike you. You might have to stand up for yourself as you go out there and take on whatever you're about to take on, or initiate whatever you're about to initiate. But there is a little bit of, kind of anxiety that's around this, and a lot of courage, the need for courage to kind of embrace change and kind of, remind yourself that I got this, because you do. And sometimes you just don't realize that you do. And you just need a little bit of a cheerleader to say, you know what, I can do it. And maybe I don't know what it's going to look like when I get there, but I got it, and I'm going to deal with it. And, courage is hard to tap into. It really is. But if you just do it one day at a time, you'll really see that you're doing it. And this is a year to become comfortable with uncomfortable. And I think some of us might see that at this new moon juncture, but you got to go for it. You got to go for it. And if you feel it's the right time, and remember, there's a lot of feeling energy out there too. That's another big, important kind of theme of 2018. If you feel it's right, maybe it is. And maybe this is your time to kind of go for it and take a leap. And certainly there are a lot of things in your corner. You just have to kind of push away these volatilities that may be holding you back, these anxieties that may be holding you back, and just kind of go for it. And the Virgo energy will help you keep your balance. It'll help you create a plan. It'll help you keep organized as long as you're in tune and as long as you're aware. And there is a reality check that's in play with this new moon as well, because at the very center of this new moon, we've got Neptune, and Neptune is the planet that loves to wear his rose-colored glasses. But now it's time to take them off and to really kind of look at things with a very clear eyes and see things for what they are. And they are different. But remember, we're becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable. And we're becoming more comfortable, or at least we have to become more comfortable with change. It's not going away. It's going to stay. And we can't change anybody else. The only people we can change are ourselves. And this is a good new moon to recognize all those things, recognize the details of what's going on, and kind of become our own little Miss Cleanup, and kind of figure out a new plan and figure out how we're going to make our intentions and what we need for our own bodies to keep us solid and keep us balanced. And it's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's always a lot. The universe always has a lot to say, but just take that all in. And as you set your intentions, as you go forth, and as you see what this new moon has to deliver, remember yourself. Don't forget about yourself in the big picture. Sometimes Virgo can help others before it helps itself, but it's important to remember who you are and take care of yourself through the process. So good luck. Remember, it's September 9th, 2018. The exact time, again, we've got 2:01 p.m. on the East Coast in Eastern Standard Time and 11:01 a.m. on the West Coast when we go into our Pacific time zone. So good luck with where it takes you. And for personal insight, definitely check out where this new moon is falling in your chart. And that's going to be on your September horoscope page. Bye, everybody.